motivation for a young Indian student is basically he doesn't have to go. In India we have lots of reservations for everything. Right from the community reservation to state reservations, and then if you have recommendations to get into good universities, all these things are actually given away. Which means if you have right marks, you can get into good university without having to fall on anybody's feet. And there are a lot of world-class universities in India. Of course, it's a known fact that there are no IITs in the top 200. The recent rankings clearly said no university from India, no IIT from India in the top 200, except for a few subject-based rankings where some IITs have managed to get into the top 50s, basically. But then, if you want to get into an IIT, you need to have really worked about 4 or 5 years, and everybody knows the fact that for about 12,000 undergraduate seats, over 10 lakh students write the examinations. So it's almost an uphill task to get into an IIT. So those who didn't get into an IIT can actually look forward to get into an IIT quality university, or a university which is even ranked higher. All you need to do is probably score about 80% marks in undergraduate in 12th standard, and you can blindly get into a good university. The second is the kind of maturity and the internships, which means many universities abroad build in sandwich program, which is very good for a young student to work and study at the same time, which probably is not possible in India. I would say the third thing is the biggest motivation for a student is the big salaries into the course. In fact, when a young student, an engineer, passes out of India, he looks for maybe about 20,000 or 25,000 starting salaries, whereas a young US graduate who passes out of undergraduate course looks to get anywhere around minimum of 50,000 to 60,000 US dollar salary, which is a big change, and the salaries are compared nowhere in comparison to the kind of salaries we want to get in India. Plus, at the research level, we find that Indian universities are really lagging behind, especially at the master's level and PhD level. We find research is almost impossible or almost non-existent in Indian universities. And those good ones, you always charge a big premium. So sometimes it's easy to get an university admission abroad than in India. So these are the challenges involved. Of course, the question is which country to go. It's a big risk involved in trying to match the right university to a particular profile. So lots of confusion, lots of factors are there. There are a lot. I'm sure you just told me a little earlier that US is the #1 in terms of number of students going there. UK is definitely very good. Australia is very good. I would say the recent countries which are adding up are countries like Ireland. Germany is coming up in a big way. New Zealand wants to attract a lot of young students. Malaysia has got some really world-class university which is set up based there. So I would say the whole world is opening up. And for those students who just don't want to study, who just want to probably migrate, countries like Canada or New Zealand are fantastic. Or those who want to find work, there's countries like Dubai is fantastic. There's a lot of good master's program. We can work and study at the same time. So the options are fantastic for a student when he goes abroad. But then ultimate decision lies with the student's background, his funding, his academic records, his ability to clear the visa, his ability to actually fund full-fledged money, and his ability to show funding in his bank. So there's lots of factors involved. So it's a confusion, but I would still say it's a good option for a young bachelor's or a young master's student to actually look at a good university abroad. Of course, choosing a good university is an underlying factor. Just because lots of universities come and advertise India doesn't mean that you should blindly fall for a university. As long as the university is highly ranked, it's a good university to go, and the country has got a fairly decent economic prospect for finding a job, only then you should choose a good university.